Hey guys, welcome to the weekly reading for all signs for the week of November 21st. My name is Johanna. Welcome to Tenacious Soul. We are going to get some general messages for each individual sign, all the way from Aries to Pisces. Timestamps will be down below. They'll be available after the premiere. Mid-monthly November readings are up for all signs, so you guys can check those out if you haven't already. And yeah, I think I'm going to maybe start on the 2023 readings. It's going to take a while for me to get used to saying that, but yeah, I'm going to take a look, start recording those. They'll probably come out like one at a time, depending on, I'm not sure how long they're going to be. So yeah, so I might start working on those, but let's get into it otherwise. So we are going to start with Aries here. So let's see. What does Aries need to know this week? We have portal. Doors are opening. You decide. Rewards and wild card. Okay, so obviously there could be something opening up here for you, something positive. I just feel like it's almost like a shift in the energy or in your energy, but it's up to you and what you're going to obviously do with it. So let's see. Aries for the week. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Four of Wands and the Page of Cups. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely like the opportunity, okay, is here. The communication coming in is here. But again, it's up to you of what you're going to do with it. Are you going to move forward? I do feel like this is almost like you and someone coming like together. This is how they would be laid down on the desk here, where like they're both facing each other. So it's almost like you and this person are like bumping in together, or you and this opportunity are bumping in together. I feel like this brings the opportunity for success, rewards, right? Like this card says. So they're definitely, I just feel like this is a positive opportunity for you. This could have to do with a home, like you could be getting an offer on a home, or you could be getting accepted into something. This also could be possibly a love relationship. It would be a new relationship is what I feel. With the Six of Swords, the Sun, Two of Cups, this is something that's going to make you quite happy to align with. But again, it's the choice on whether you're going to move forward and step towards this, okay? I feel like this is something that somehow is like already in your presence, if this is for you. Okay, it's like somehow in your environment, and there might just be this opening, this invitation, this acceptance, right? Like I was kind of saying before with like a home, a car. But some of you could definitely, if it's a home, like definitely, I feel like some of you could be moving for sure. And it would be almost like a home that you're really excited to step into. Like it would bring some sort of like happiness to you. It would feel, I'm almost getting like cozy or comfortable for you. Like it just has a very good vibe, this place, to it. But again, it's up to you what you decide to do with this opportunity. I feel like there's something coming in for you to connect with here. Okay, Four of Wands, Two of Cups, right? That emotionally is going to make you feel really fulfilled, but also brings like this sense of excitement as well for you. So it's like, are you going to move forward with this or not, is kind of the energy around it here, Aries. I feel like you probably will, because it's like you and this person are, or you and this opportunity are pretty well matched, both coming up in the same suit, right? So it brings a lot of happiness definitely towards you, and excitement, that sort of thing. So hopefully that made sense or resonated for you. Okay. We are going to move on. So let's move on to Taurus. Let's see, Taurus, what do you need to know? We have water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest. Okay, so kind of gives me Venus energy, which obviously is connected to your sign. I do feel like this maybe week you might be prioritizing yourself, or maybe you're just kind of taking a low-key week here. Some of you maybe have the week off, or you're on holidays or something. I feel like if it's like holidays though, it's almost like a staycation, right? You're not really going anywhere. You're just kind of hanging out and catching up on things. Let's see, Taurus. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so definitely that kind of nurturing self-care type of energy with Justice. And we have the Two of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the World card. Some of you could be staying in to save money. Okay. However, I just feel like in general, this is an opportunity for you to, this week, regain a sense of balance here in your situation. Like, again, some of you could be trying to balance out your finances, or make choices, good choices when it comes to your finances, or even just where you spend your time and your energy. So some of you are just like, you know, this could even look like if you get an invitation to go out and you already know you're totally exhausted and you need rest, making that choice to rest versus going out. So I just feel like you're making the right choices here when it comes to how you spend your time and your energy, and the right choices come from like, what is best for me in this moment? You know, prioritizing your own needs versus, you know, doing what other people just like want you to do, or what you think you should do, or whatever, right? We do have the World here. So I just feel like you're, again, some of you are like finishing things up, you know, getting things done. I do feel like there's kind of this like recharging energy here. Obviously the World card has the 4 fixed signs, which one of those is obviously you. So I just feel like it's a focus on you and yourself and what you need in order to take care of yourself, basically. The Queen of Pentacles is definitely like self-care, right? She tends to her garden. She nurtures the pentacle, right? She has a lot of growth around her as well, and you can only have growth when you're tending to things. So some of you may have some choices or to choose between, like I said, going out and staying home, or spending money here, or saving money, right? So there might be some choices, and you know, you prioritizing your own self and your own health and your own goals over what maybe other people are doing or what you could be doing, right? So it's just like making smart choices that bring balance into your life. So I kind of see this being like a low-key week for you. Not that nothing's happening, but it's just like, I mean, it's only a week, right? So it's just kind of more you, like I said, looking after yourself, and it might be a period of time where you need more rest than maybe going out and like doing things. If there are things coming towards you that are happening this week, again, I just feel like it's about choosing the right opportunity for yourself, or the right choice for yourself, of whether that is in alignment with you and whether it's going to give you the space that you need to look after yourself as well. So that's kind of what I got for you, Taurus. Kind of short and sweet there, but yeah. All right, we are going to move on here to Gemini. So let's see, Gemini, what you need to know this week. What does Gemini need to know this week? We have baby steps. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Okay, so yeah, you definitely could be making slow progress or taking little steps towards a bigger goal. Some of you might not have a very specific, clear plan. We have the Justice coming out here. We have the Chariot. And we have the 10 of Wands. So there's definitely action here, like I said, with this Chariot as well. We have this 7 of Pentacles here at the bottom of the deck. So some of you are working really hard. I I also feel like you're kind of thinking about something, whether it's the right choice for you to move forward in, whether the work that you put into something is going to give you a return. Okay, so there's something that if you are starting to take action towards something, I almost feel like you're kind of like trying to weigh the pros and the cons basically on something here. If you are taking action, I feel like things are going to take off quicker than you think, right? With this Chariot here, you could be doing a lot though. And again, with this card, it's almost like take action before you maybe have all the answers. Like if your intuition is kind of guiding you to move forward in something, like, you know, don't be afraid to obviously do that. Because I feel like there's something definitely positive here with the Justice and the Chariot. I feel like this is making choices and being able to overcome the burden or the challenge that maybe presents itself in the current moment. So if something looks challenging or something looks hard, right? Something might look challenging and hard or a lot of work to you. I feel like with the Chariot here, you can definitely overcome that. Like it's not always going to be that way. And I see you reaping rewards of something over time, right? When you plant these seeds with the Seven of Pentacles, it takes time for those things to grow. And so I feel like you're in the beginning stages of something here that is requiring a lot of your work, but trust that you're guiding yourself in the right space if it feels right to you. Okay, like I said, some of you are taking steps towards a bigger goal. So sometimes in the beginning, it's more work than once we get to the end of our situation, right? So, yeah, I see you being victorious as well. The Chariot talks about victory, overcoming obstacles, challenges. And I feel like that's just this like beginning stages, getting something off the ground or getting the ball rolling here. Things will also start to speed up for you. Okay, so once you start to take action on these things, things are going to speed up, move forward, which is, I feel like as well, going to lighten this load for you a little bit. So, you know, you just might be feeling like maybe a little overwhelmed with something that you're doing in your life right now. But I just feel like it's like a temporary thing, because you're just in this like baby step stage. You're just in this like beginning stages as well. Like don't be afraid with this baby steps to like just do, you don't have to do it all at once either, right? Like you can take smaller steps and incrementally do things versus trying to do it all at once as well. So if that applies to you, definitely take that into consideration as well. But you're slowly going to be getting to the top of the mountain here. This girl is traveling up the mountain. There's 3 different like versions of her, right? So you're slowly getting towards your end goal of whatever that is for yourself. So keep working, Gemini. But that is what I got for you. We are going to move on to Cancer. Let's see. What does Cancer need to know for the week? We have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. Okay, so you could be putting a focus on something, or too much focus maybe on something that like doesn't really, it's not as big of a deal as what you think. Okay. Now you also could just be shifting your perspective and realizing like, you know, this isn't, we got bigger fish to fry. This isn't as important as maybe we thought it was. Okay, so there could be something kind of shifting here for you as well in your perspective. Okay, you got 4 cards. We have the King of Cups, we got the 6 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, and the 10 of Pentacles. So yeah, I see you almost trying to defend your stance here on something. Bottom of the deck, we have the Magician. So you are in this, definitely this positive space. I feel like you've maybe already found a level of success in something here, or you're feeling victorious, but the Seven of Wands is about defending that title, right? We have the 6 and then the 7. So you've had the 6 of Wands, the success with that victory, and now you have to kind of like defend what is yours, or defend or just be able to protect even what is yours. I just feel like this King of Cups here, sorry, is you. Male or female, doesn't matter. But it's like you have this like end goal or this achievement, or maybe you've already, like I said, have this level of success and you're trying to fight for that. You're trying to defend that and protect it. But there's almost something where it's like it doesn't really maybe like matter as much as, or maybe you don't have to put as much energy into something as what you think. Like sometimes we can get like overprotective. That's kind of what it feels like overprotective. And so you're almost maybe, I don't know if it's micromanaging, but you could just be very like strict around something. We have the Magician here. So again, I feel like you're very powerful. You've got a lot of skills and ability to create your own world, your own environment. And that could be a little bit why this like needing to defend, like even if, how do I want to word this? It's like, because you're showing up as this Magician, you have so much skill and ability to achieve this 10 of Pentacles that it's like you might not have to fight so hard, if that makes sense. You know, it's like there's something about you putting like more energy into something than you need to be worried about. That's kind of what I'm getting. So this could have to do with like your finances, your resources, your family as well, potentially with this 10 of Pentacles, your home. Okay, but it's like some level of success that you feel like you've had. And for some reason you're really maybe fixated or really kind of focused on something. And it's like, if you just shift your perspective, you might realize like you're in control of the situation. You have the power within yourself to handle anything, that you don't have to be so defensive or resistant to something here. Okay, because the Seven of Wands, as much as it's fighting energy and kind of like fighting for what you want and what you already maybe have, right? It's kind of resistant. It's like a pushy kind of energy. And for some of you, it's like you're fighting for something that it's like you might already have, or you just like, you could be actually creating more resistance around it than you're intending to, if that makes sense, especially from like a manifestation standpoint. So you're worried maybe about something that like isn't something to necessarily worry about. That's what I feel is coming up here. And so if you can kind of take a step back and take a different perspective on things, you might be able to see maybe all the success you've already had. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing. So yeah, kind of an interesting message there, Cancer, but that is pretty much what I got. So hopefully that resonates. I'm gonna grab a drink here. Okay. So let's move on to Leo. Let's see, Leo. What do you guys need to know for this week? We have I Remember, Soul Plan, the Fated Life versus the Destined Life. All right, so let's see, Leo. What is going on for Leo this week? We have the Five of Pentacles. We have the World card. Three of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. So I feel like there's an energy of like, you're gearing up for something different. I almost feel like there's a period of your life here, Five of Pentacles, Three of Swords, that you're kind of letting go of. Okay, so this could be an energy or a vibration that you've always kind of found yourself in, or maybe this is, you know, experiences that you've had, or yeah, just like, you know, things that you've been experiencing up until this point that just haven't felt good necessarily, right? Like things have always kind of felt a little off. The World card here, it makes me feel like, again, you're kind of ending this chapter in your life. After the World comes the Fool card, right? This is the last card in the major arcana. So there's kind of like this chapter or this cycle that I almost feel like you're letting go of, but it's more about remembering like who you are. I feel like there's a sense of the reason this chapter is ending is because you're doing the work to kind of come back into your own, right? Like have this sense of, you know, knowing that you're destined for more, knowing that you are, remembering like who you are, basically, who you came here to be. And this is more of like a soul level, like a soul spiritual level, not like an egoic place, right? It's more about just getting reconnected back with yourself. And I'm like trying to figure out like how, like, you know, when you, and I guess maybe not everybody has this, but maybe I feel like everybody should. It's just whether we're tapping into it, right? It's like, why am I here? Maybe I'm here to be a mom. Maybe I'm here to be a dad. Maybe I'm here to start that business. Maybe I'm here to help this demographic or this group of people that I feel like is my purpose. It's something about around your purpose that I almost feel like maybe you've been struggling because you haven't been embracing that. You haven't been, or this path has just been challenging, right? Or you kind of lost who you were along the way because you've had, you know, challenging situations that you've had to deal with, or, you know, just a bit of a struggle, basically. Like everybody goes through struggle during different periods of their life, right? And so for you, this is like gaining, it almost feels like a sense of confidence in who you are and where you're like trying to go. But there's this clarity, especially with the Queen of Swords here, of like you remembering what you're here to do. And I almost feel like you were probably meant to go through this Three of Swords, Five of Pentacles energy in order to help you with this purpose, right? We go through everything for a reason, learning certain lessons, right? But there's a sense of like you, like I said, just like remembering why you're here. And things starting to shift for you and starting to move in a certain direction. But I feel like it starts originally with like the work that you've been doing on yourself to get yourself through these things, right? Whether that's spiritual, mental, physical, emotional, whatever those challenges have been. This is about the work that you've been doing and the work you've been putting in to yourself, your self-development, your personal development, whatever you want to kind of call it, but you're actually physically embodying it, right? And rather than just like, you know, listening to things and reading things and never doing anything with it. This feels like a group of Leos that's been doing the work, and you're starting to recognize and realize and remember why you're here. So there's like a clarity, I feel. And I do feel for some of you, it's like as you gain this clarity, you're also then going to every once in a while like kind of fall back into this a little bit, right? Like it doesn't just happen overnight that we shift a mindset, or, you know, it's a work in progress, right? There's levels and there's steps to it, and there's always growth, right? So, but there's just more of that clarity as to the direction I feel like you are going in here. So that's what I got for you, Leo. All right. We are going to move on to Virgo. What does Virgo need to know for the week? We have the Seas of Mintaka, which says seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Okay. This almost reminds me of like the Sun and the Moon card, right? The Moon is that subconscious, unconscious energy, and then the Sun is like, you know, bringing that realization They actually come after each other in the tarot deck. Let's see. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Six of Wands. And we have the Six of Cups. Okay, so some of you are like processing things from your past with the Six of Cups. We have the World card here. I feel like you're starting to see the potential in yourself, moving forward with maybe a goal or a dream that you have. For some of you, and this might sound a little, it's like you're realizing you're the gift. So take that however you want, but it's like you're realizing you're the gift. The Six of Cups can be a gift of the gift from the universe. It talks about, you know, things improving, things getting better from here. So there's a sense of, I almost feel like you are realizing you're the gift and you're taking action on that as well. Okay, so you're seeing like the potential in you. You're seeing the potential in your light. You're, some of you are seeing potential in the things that you've gained and the wisdom that you've gained from your past, right? The things that you've overcome from your past, the things that you've had victory in. But it's almost like you've been in this like processing place here. And it's interesting, this Knight of Swords is moving towards the World card here. We also have the Death card, and then there's that Moon. So there's that subconscious transformation, like bringing all that subconscious stuff to the surface in order to really deal with something here. So this could be like usually our unconscious things, our fears, their habits that we do, the way that we think, the way that we see things, right? Our unconscious, the way that we just kind of like move through life, right? And so I feel like there's been a sense of processing that, but it's also like in that you've gained this enlightenment around who you are and what you have to offer the world. It's something about like, almost like uncovering this treasure within yourself. And so you're seeing the potential, I just feel like in you. I feel like that's what the seeing the potential is. And then bringing the unconscious to light, like this hidden treasure, this buried treasure within you. So this could have definitely something to do with your career, or again, just like how you show up in the world. This could be self-confidence as well. Like, you know, for example, let's say we look at relationships, because that's usually an area of life that people, you know, kind of struggle through and learn lots of lessons through. But this would be like, maybe you've been in relationships where people haven't, you know, valued you, or maybe you've allowed people to treat you a certain way, right? Because usually that is why that's coming up. And I feel like this is you realizing like you're the treasure, you know, you're the gift. So if people don't want to go where you're going, right, that's their loss, right? You're just going to cut that person loose and move on. So it's kind of that type of energy. And then with regards to like your career and stuff, this would be like you realizing you have a gift to share with the world. You have something to give to the world that is of value, and going and taking action on that, because you have this potential that you see within yourself to be successful and have success and give value, right? Like you are the gift. That's what I keep getting off of this. So just remember that, Virgo. You are the gift. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Hopefully that resonates. All right, gonna get a sip again of coffee. Okay, let's move on to Libra. So let's see, Libra, what do you guys need to know for this week? We have loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Okay, so yeah, some of you have to like let go of something. The way that you are coping with a situation might not be maybe like the healthiest. Let's see. Or you're just maybe trying to control things, or maybe that's your mechanism of dealing with situations, is like trying to control things. Let's see. Why is this coming up here for Libra this week? We have the Fool. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. Yeah, we got the Ten of Swords. So something's gone on here that is making you feel like you're bound and you're stuck to it. Ten of Swords can be an interesting energy. Yeah, Five of Cups behind that. This can be an interesting energy. Ten of Swords and tens in general mean like you've hit an abundance of whatever this is. Now, that doesn't mean it's good, right? So the Ten of Swords is usually this energy of like you were already stressed with the Nine of Swords, and now you've laid here a little longer, and now you've been fully stabbed in the back. Like there's just kind of this completion to it of like almost an extreme, right? So I almost feel like you've maybe been sitting with an energy for maybe a little too long. Now we all obviously have to process things, but this feels like more of the way that you're coping with it, or the way that you're holding on to it might not be helpful for you in the current energy. It kind of feels like it's time for you to kind of get back out there. Okay, try new things, do new things, learn new things, meet new people. Okay, the Fool, the Three of Pentacles. I also feel like it's about loosening the grip and working together with people and situations rather than you know, like I said, controlling the situation yourself. Some of you are holding yourself back from, because of this energy, you're actually holding yourself back from experiencing new collaborations, new connections, new growth, new learning, new people, new dating, whatever. And I feel like it's, whether it's love or not, it's like there's a need for you to open up your heart. Some of you, if you're around people who maybe have drinking things, like a group of friends who you connect with that are, you know, partiers or whatever, this might be you also needing to like break free of that with the Fool. Okay. But I almost feel like there's this heaviness maybe going on in your life here, and it's like, it's time to free yourself from that. And however you do that, like you yourself are the one who has to figure that out for you, of what you need, right, in order to move out of that. But there's kind of this like, again, the way that you're coping with a situation really isn't helping you in the long run. It's maybe short term, it provides a sense of relief or something, but ultimately it's not really getting you anywhere. I also feel like with this Three of Pentacles and the King of Cups, like you may have people around you who want to help you, who are supporting you, right? Like turning to people who you can get help from, whether that's friends, family, you know, a community of people somehow. Okay, so for some of you, this can be like addiction stuff. Others of you, this is like more of just how you're handling a situation. Okay, but I just feel like this is about leaving this old situation in the past and letting go and allowing yourself to move on and move forward and, you know, build new things, create new things. There's people who are out there that are going to recognize you for your gifts, skills, and abilities. Okay, you just have to obviously go find those people, but you have to be willing to walk away from these situations that haven't recognized your gifts, skills, and abilities in order to find these new things. The more we control things or try to like have a grip on things, it's almost like the more we actually start to lose control over it. So I almost feel like for some of you, you just got to like let yourself experience new things, let yourself go, you know, try new things, do new things, release the expectation of how things are supposed to show up and what they're supposed to look like just go have some fun, you know. The Fool is not a restrictive energy. The Fool is like the total opposite, right? So it's like go out, have some fun, again, meet new people. Some of you may need to socialize more, okay? So maybe some of you actually need to go out with your friends. So however you feel you need to deal with this situation, but I feel like there's something coming up this week that is making you realize you have to let something go here. You have to loosen your grip. You just got to like let the chips fall where they may, you know, and not try to control the outcome or the whole situation here. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Libra. Kind of a bit of a heavier message. So hopefully that resonates. If not, I mean, definitely check out your sun, your moon, your rising sign. Let's move on. Okay, we're going to move on to Scorpio here. Let's see. Scorpio. We have the great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So Mars energy is obviously your energy as well as Aries. Okay, so be cautious of obviously like, you know, kind of more hostile energies this week. We have the Four of Swords, whether that's you or other people. We have the Magician, and we have the Fool. Bottom of the deck with the Page of Wands. I do feel like you are taking action here. I almost feel like though this like anger, conflict, like this is like about not letting other people get to you, not letting other people dictate what you should and should not do. I feel like there's a sense of you trying to create something for yourself, move down this new path. Okay, Magician and the Page of Wands, like especially with the Fool here as well, like you're trying to move through this new path, start something new, create something new, take action. Okay, initiate something here. I feel like it's about having compassion for the people who don't, you know, maybe believe in you or aren't coming with you or, you know, that sort of thing. But, and that could maybe make you angry, but I feel like this is about focusing on you and yourself and your own goals and where you're trying to go and what you're trying to create and start in your life, and not getting caught up or frustrated with other people or even just the situation. If you feel like things are, like Mars is in retrograde right now, so you might feel like there's a sense of resistance here, or like there's not really a forward progression, or it's harder to get a forward progression, and I feel like that's just because you're working through things. So if you're frustrated with things or you're feeling conflicted with things, definitely take the break that you need this week with the Four of Swords here. Don't try to rush anything. And when you feel like you've got good energy, excited energy, creative energy, use that in a positive way, but don't try to force it. Okay, so if it's not going, just work with the energy instead of trying to work against it and butt heads with it. Okay, because Mars energy can be super effective, super efficient when it's in its, you know, more positive vibration of things. When it's in its lower, it can be very you know, hostile and aggressive and just kind of clashy, you know? So if you're feeling that resistance, take the break, right? Come back to it, whatever it is here. And again, if it's other people, like don't be paying attention to what these people have to say, and don't fight with people if they're not seeing your vision, they're not seeing where you're trying to go, you know, that's okay, right? They just don't need to come with you. I mean, that's easier said than done, but there's a sense of needing to just kind of like soften your energy this week. So you might find you're a little bit kind of in this tense energy potentially this week. So again, like I said, take that break as you see fit in order to, again, soften that energy. Okay, but otherwise I see you having a lot of creativity this week. I see you being very excited as well about what the direction is that you're trying to go and what you're trying to create in your life. Okay, there's a lot of excitement on your level. I think it's just more being cautious of this Mars energy, that if you are feeling frustrated or there's other people frustrating you, or, you know, resistance in somehow, like don't let that get in your way of what you're trying to do or create here for yourself. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Scorpio. Hopefully that resonates. we are going to move on to Sagittarius. I was like, where are we in the zodiac? Sagittarius, what do you guys need to know this week? Ooh, we have inner earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. Okay, so I see you finding like a clarity or a grounded, secure feeling within yourself around a situation, especially if you've been going through something challenging here, Sag. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles. Yeah, there's definitely a sense of like stability. There's earth energy for sure here. Obviously fire is you. We have the Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. So definitely, obviously for some of you, there could be love here, new love. Somebody who's kind of like got their eye on you. Could be an earth sign or a fire sign. So there definitely could be communication. I feel like though, for some of you, this is more like, that's the more kind of general message that I real quick could get off of that. But I do feel like there's a deeper message of like you and your own stability. And I think you've been pushing through something, or you've been powering through something here, but you're almost like finding some insight here. Page of Swords, Ace of Cups, like you're seeing new potential, or seeing almost like having a different outlook on something here, like seeing things differently, or you've learned something that is giving you this different perspective that is allowing you to see something in a lot more of a positive light here. Obviously this inner earth does say new solutions and beginnings. So there's this feeling of you having this new insight around a situation that I think is giving you your confidence back, but also giving you this sense of stability here as well. So there's a sense of you finding a solution to something, definitely, but it's like finding that grounded stability within yourself. Some of you, this is like definitely a situation that you have found the solution to on your own. Okay, it's something that you within yourself have found the answers to, which is helping you step into this new energy, this abundant energy, this healing energy. Okay, Ace of Cups to me can also be like healing the heart. Okay, so if you are looking for new love, this can also be you opening yourself up to new love, or seeing the potential in a person here. But I'm just noticing, like, it almost looks like this, if you were on, how do I explain this? Like if you were seeing this vision of this card as like out of your own eyes, it's like they're in a cave looking out into the bright scenery, right? It's a lot brighter through this opening here. And so there's kind of this like dawning of a new day, a new potential, this like brighter, happier energy here as well. So something you could gain some sense of insight or clarity or information even that gives you this sense of hope and happiness. Like it's like, oh, I figured out the answer of what I need in order to get through this situation. It's going to make you feel more stable and confident within yourself, and it will allow you to figure out how to take action. This is something that I feel like you're going to be able to move forward with. You're going to be able to take this information, this energy, and move with it, rather than feeling stuck and confined, which I almost feel like some of you have maybe felt challenged in a situation, but it's almost like you're finding the solution to it this week. Yeah, some of you have had some like heart blockages here, or you're realizing there's been some things you've been resisting, some deeper emotional things that you've been like resisting here. And I just feel like, again, you're opening yourself up, you're letting that resistance go. You're kind of opening up to the new solution or the new possibility here, which is, again, just making you feel really, really good this week. So I like this for you, Sag. It feels hopeful around, you know, just having a little bit of your own clarity, of your own direction and what you're seeking, you know? So that is what I got for you, Sagittarius. We are going to move on here to Capricorn. Let's see, Capricorn. What is going on for you guys? We have the 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life, and Expression. Okay. Let's see. We have the 7 of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Cups. We have the 9 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. And the Ace of Wands here. I feel like for some of you have been working on creating something, okay? I feel like this is maybe whatever you're birthing here or expressing or showcasing to the world, it's like something you've already been putting time and energy into. You've already been investing into this some way, shape, or form. And I almost feel like for some of you, it's starting to like come into fruition. Like you're starting to see progress. With the 2 Queens here, I feel like this is like your creative energy, definitely with these 2, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. There's this creative energy of like you having a passion and a love for something that you're creating. And it's almost like you're finally being able to express that. I feel like there's this sense of, like I said, passion and excitement and around a situation that makes you very fulfilled. And for some of you, it's like you're starting to see that fruition or that wish coming true here with this 9 of Cups. So whatever you've been working on creating in your life, there's this sense of you, if you've been putting time and energy into it, there's a sense of you seeing progress. There's a sense of you really starting to express authentically what it is that you have passion and love for. It's like you're finding your voice a little bit here as well around just having that clarity and confidence and seeing the true direction on something here. This definitely has to, it feels like it's like with regards to your mission, your purpose. Now you could have another person here. There's, with being that we have 2 Queens, there could be another person that's like helping you, you know, bring this to life. Okay, they would be kind of like working together side by side, being that they're 2 Queens. It's like equal playing field, right? So this person is working along you side by side to help you, or even maybe you have a partner in this, but there's something around creating something you've been working really hard on or working on just bringing into your life in general. Okay. But there is definitely this expression from like the soul or expression from the heart that is definitely coming through here in this creation as well. And I see things starting to build. You're definitely planting the seeds. Okay, so for some of you, if you're not seeing the growth this week, it's just that you've started planting the seeds and then it's like you're waiting for that growth because you maybe just planted the seeds. It's going to take time, right? But you're going to start to feel really excited, really confident about yourself and the progress you're making, I feel. So keep going, because I feel like, especially with the 7 Star Sisters, this is like you headed in the right direction. Purpose, soul alignment. Okay, this is a positive energy here for you, really expressing yourself and what you're here to do, or just that energy that you're meant to be in here. So keep working on those things that you are creating for yourself here, Capricorn. Okay, so that is what I got for you. All right, let's move on here. All right, we're going to move on to Aquarius. Let's see. Aquarius, what do you guys need to know? We have you are not alone, isolation, physical connection, and community. Okay, interesting, because Aquarian energy can be a little lone wolfy, right? Wanting to be for the community, but also wanting to be the individual, right? So for some of you, I feel like maybe you've isolated yourself too much. Okay, there might be people within your community who, you know, can help support you or are on the same page as you. So maybe even if you don't do the same things, you both collectively work towards a similar goal, or even like maybe you have the same type of clients, or you know what I mean, like that sort of thing where you can kind of collaborate here. For some reason, I'm picturing the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. Yeah, it's interesting because Temperance is about alchemization. It's two things like coming together to form one. So I almost feel like there's a person here who you can work with, or it does feel very physical, obviously. I feel like there's a spiritual nature to things. This definitely could just also start to take place in Sagittarius season. We also have the opposite Sag with the Gemini energy here of the Lovers. There's a partnership, or there is the potential for a partnership of the two of you creating something in the physical world. There's, yeah, relying on your community is going to be important. There's like the duality, the two sides to things here, right? Look at that. There's the Three of Pentacles here behind that Ace of Swords, which I was talking about. And then we have the Empress even behind that Three of Pentacles. Some of you are going to start to see the potential of working together. If you choose to work with someone here, you can see that there's that potential for growth with this person, or it can help you build, or this person really sees you and really gets you. There's that potential of what the two of you together can create, that I almost feel like you're seeing that alignment of things. Now, this could definitely take some time here with all this kind of slower pentacle energy here. This could be someone communicating with you. Page of Pentacles is good news and finances. So this could be someone who is coming towards you saying, hey, we should work together. I feel like you might be a bit cautious, but I think you're going to be open to see where it's going to go. Now, this could be also you reaching out to someone else, or someone who's already kind of in your environment that you haven't really worked with yet, that you could already kind of be realizing that the two of you are on the same path. I also feel like this is going to help you kind of like delegate tasks, or it's going to allow the two of you, like I said, to work together. This is going to take daily effort, or kind of more ritualistic effort. With that Knight of Pentacles is like day in and day out doing the work, right? So you and this person are going to both be able to do that, which I think is really going to be able to plant the seeds quite quickly. Just going to get things moving here. And like, again, with that Three of Pentacles and that Empress, there's that potential of growth here. And again, this person recognizing you and you recognizing this person, and the two of you being able to come together to build something, or even just support one another so that you both can build your own individual things. Because for some of you, it's not so much a partnership as much as it's like a collaboration where you're both helping each other with each other's, like, let's say, businesses. Yeah. So if you've been trying to do something all alone, I feel like there is the potential of you and another person coming together, or maybe even a mentor, right? That's going to help guide you a little bit forward on maybe where you've been feeling that things have been moving slowly. But I do feel like you're going to start to be planting the seeds here. And if you've been looking to build a community, I see that starting to happen here for you as well. So that's kind of what I got for you, Aquarius. Hopefully that resonates. Let me know down below. All right. Last but not least, we have Pisces. Let's see, Pisces, what's happening? All right. we have a new earth. It says, it's happening, keep holding the vision. So Jupiter is in Pisces right now and is going to be going direct this week. So that clarity of that vision, definitely keep working towards the goal here. We have the Sun, so Knight of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Hermit. Yeah, you have this vision that you've been working towards. Both the Knight of Pentacles and the Hermit is Virgo energy, which is your opposite sign, which is bringing the vision into the physical, right? Obviously, you guys are opposite in that sense. We also have this Page of Cups, which definitely could be that vision. There's positive shifts happening with what you've been moving forward with. There's this sense of like you really putting in time and effort and energy, really working potentially towards something, maybe learning things, you know, building up your wisdom, building up the knowledge that you have, that is, it's almost like it's going to be soon time to shine that light. Okay. The Hermit typically has a star in here. I'm kind of seeing this as being like the sun, you shining that inner wisdom, that inner light that you maybe been holding on to or building up. Some of you have been building this up. Your vision's going to be starting to come to light here because you've been working on it. Some of you have really been working on building the foundation, the physical nature of things. So you've been putting in the work physically rather than just dreaming about it, right? Because, I mean, definitely with Pisces energy, we have this Page of Cups. It can be very dreamy, but it might not always have that physicality to it. And that's why you need to kind of have both the Virgo and the Pisces. It's about finding that balance, having the dreamy vision, but then also being able to anchor it into reality and build it over time. So I feel like you've been doing a really good job at building this thing over time and putting in the effort, slow and steadily. Maybe it hasn't been happening fast, or maybe this has taken, you know, a little while, maybe a few years even, but it's like this vision is starting to come to light. It's almost like it's starting to shape. You can start to see it physically and in its reality as well. So there's something that you're starting to see. It's starting to come to the surface. It's starting to be almost like revealed. Some of you could be also revealing it to the world, like putting something out there now that you've been working on. But what you've been putting your time and your energy and your effort into is starting to take shape. So keep doing what you're doing because you are building something and you're progressing in a really positive way. And I see you guys being recognized for this vision. People wanting to collaborate, connect with you, get to know you, help you out even, right? People are going to recognize your vision and see it clearly as well, is what I'm getting. So there is just this positive growth that's starting to fully manifest in the physical for you here, Pisces. So keep doing what you're doing because you're on the right path and it's just taking time to build, but you haven't given up on it. And that's been the main thing here for you, is that because you haven't given up on it, you are starting to see the fruits of your labor, right? You're starting to see the harvest of what you've been really working towards, potentially, like I said, for a long time here. So I like this. But that's pretty much what I got for you, Pisces. So hopefully that resonates. That obviously was the weekly reading. I'm going to, like I said before, I'm going to be posting the, starting to record the 2023 readings for each sign. So I'm probably going to post a couple, then I'm going to post like the December reads, like they're going to kind of come out whenever they come out. So just kind of keep an eye out for those, and I'll post those when I like I'll try to like put them in the community or whatever when I've posted them. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. Thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye.